Testing, going once. Welcome back to Pokemon Generation Lag. I've been Zero Yeti.
I've been the incomparable Cooter Stamp. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, welcome back. For some reason, we're in the city near Rage. Why is that, Chris?
Not entirely sure. I'm also really sick, so I'm probably not going to be talking a lot.
Yeah. This might be one of our shorter episodes. I legitimately do not think we can do this just yet because with old games doing sequence breaky things there's the Team Rocket House. Chris, could you move your mouse off of the screen? I can see it.
So,
It might be annoying for some people. Hee, this experiment worked like a charm. Magikarp are just worthless, but Gyarados are big money makers. Not big Gyarados natural, huh? You heard wind blowing into this room? This is just me whistling. Enough about that. Why don't you just buy something?
Tiny Mushroom.
Tiny mushroom. Oh, is that just their dick? I'm kidding. And a potion.
We'll buy his dick.
Well, there's really nothing for it. It's just probably on certain maniacal fan segments. Interesting. We do have the Surf TM, so we could try going out to Lake Rage and see what happens when we encounter the Gyarados.
Human centipede. God damn it, Nick.
Human centipede, human centipede. I think I'm gonna get murdered.
What do Rage candy bars do?
I believe Rage candy bars are like a full heal. Like it gets rid of all
Look it
status
up real
effects.
fast.
Wait, give me 1 second. Which is kind of weird when you think about it because Rage candy bar. Rage candy bar. In the core game series, god damn it. Let me click. In Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, it is a key item. It may be exchanged for TM64 Explosion when an NPC on the underground path between Route 5 and 6. With an NPC on the underground path between Route 5 and 6.
Okay, what else does it do?
I think just in... I think Heart Gold and Soul Silver, it's just a key item. In previous games, it was an item, and you could use it to... Oh! I didn't know that. It heals the Pokemon by 20 HP, identical in behavior to a potion. But in later games, oh wait, maybe... Okay, in Generation... 5, 6... In Generation 7 onward, it cures a Pokemon of all non-volatile status conditions: poison, paralysis, sleep, burn, freeze, and confusion.
He won't let us pass.
Yeah, that takes us, you're a piece of shit. Oh, yeah, he's just basically telling us that we need to go to Olivine Town. It's kind of dumb. Plus, that doesn't take us to the Lake of Rage. The Lake of Rage is up. I think I'm about to get murdered. Fuck, I get stuck in my head too now. Humans. Anyway, we were talking about creepypastas earlier. Chris, what was the first creepypasta you encountered?
Jeff the Killer, because I had a friend in high school who was obsessed with Jeff the Killer.
I think Slenderman was my first creepypasta, but I didn't learn about it from, like, Creepypasta Wiki or whatever. I learned about it from, what's the word? From, like, the game, and then it just kind of went from there, you know?
Yeah. And there was the what do you call it? The Minecraft one, Herobrine.
Oh, Herobrine, yeah. Herobrine's always been kind of a weird.
What if Minecraft was haunted?
I mean, sometimes the enemies are a little haunted. But like, I think one that I was super I think I was really obsessed with like haunted media creepypastas. You know, like Squidward Suicide, Binge Round. Do you know about Happy Appy?
Happy Appy.
Yeah, so Happy Appy, the creepypasta was basically Happy Appy was this lost what's the word? Like this lost kids show. Let me look if it's still up. Happy Appy. Happy Appy creepypasta.
Is this the one where they like were watching it and then it was just static the entire time?
No, it's about this guy who discovered like this lost Nick Jr. media. Happy Appy was supposed to be like you know this yeah, it was about the plot of it was about a giant clay apple with arms, baby blue eyes, and large dark green lips being held up by a bent rusty stick. Hey, this is a weird thing. He would go around in a white 1996 Ford Windstar helping children when they got injured. As the show kept going, the episodes started to become more unusual. For one example, Happy Appy would often stare at the viewers of the show with a deranged smile. Let me see what else.
But yeah, it's just because Rotini dies.
Oof. But yeah, it just kind of got weird and also into like Happy Appy and like one of the episodes of Happy Appy from the from 1996 predicted 9/11 and it's like, bitch, what the frick? The frickle frack? It's sequel Dumb Angel, what the fuck? But the problem with some of these is that like people try to do sequels and they just get kind of weird and stupid.
I think that's why, like, SCP kind of, like, SCP is just kind of like a better version of.
Yeah. And there will be there will be like dumb SCPs, but like the SCP wiki kind of like rolls with it because like isn't there just an SCP that's just dank ganja?
I think so. And look, it's Giraffering.
Oh, it's Giraffrig. It's your favorite Pokemon.
And for
The one that
Don't make fun of Giraffe.
I wasn't making fun of Giraffrig.
You totally were.
Let me look up Jeff the. Oh, Smile Dog is an oldie. Oh god, Jeff the Killer is still awful to look at. Oh god, no, this is not his aura. God damn it, no, I don't want this. I don't. Okay, the weird, I would say the weird thing about the Jeff the Killer like origin story, like creepypasta, is just like the mom goes and sees that Jeff has jokered his face, you know, made a permanent smile on his face, and also apparently burned off his eyelids so he could always see his face. And then his mom is like, "That's nice, sweetie. Let me go talk to Dad real fast so he can see your wonderful face." And then the mom goes to the dad and it's like, "Jeffrey, no, not Jeff. That's long term for Jeff. Honey, you gotta kill our son. He's gone insane." Like I don't know. I feel like I would call like Fuck 911 or something.
It's a Nidorino versus our Nidorino. Who wins? They're both level 24. Dick.
There's also Jeff the Killer's rival, Jane the Killer.
I thought that was like his girlfriend or whatnot.
No, well, oh, no. So Jane wants to kill Jeff because in his rampage of becoming a serial killer after he got his hair burnt all dark black and his face all ghostly pale, Jane's family got murdered by him, I believe is
Oh,
what I
mom's
heard.
calling us.
Hey, honey, I blew all your money on champagne and hookers. Don't worry, I left a hooker for here at home.
I got you a package. Deliverman should be delivering it shortly, and it's a hooker.
Yeah, Mom definitely got a package delivered to her, if you know what I'm saying.
No, she's delivering you a package, and it's just a hooker in a box.
A dead hooker in a box.
I didn't say dead. You're the one who specified that.
I mean, we were talking about death. Okay,
What does this even do? Like, what's the point of this?
What did you pick? What do you mean?
Oh, okay.
Okay, are they, hold it there. How about, I'm sorry, did they just straight up take 1,000
Yes, they
pokies
did.
from...
And there's ways to go around this. Like, we don't even need to go through there.
Wow, that is 100% booty. Oh, God. Also, Jane the Killer just kind of feels like a anime Jeff the Killer sometimes. Oh, her full name is Jane Todd Richardson. Hang on. What is with creepy? Okay, I need to have a conversation. I understand in, like, media, you gotta have the slasher come back. Why do so many slasher characters just have, like, outrageous, like regen factors?
I don't know.
Most commonly known as Jane as the protagonist anti-hero of the creepypasta story Born of Science, Jane the Killer, and other stories such as Jane's Letter. Oh.
Mom's calling us again with another hooker.
Damn. Oh, hey, you. I got another hooker. I heard the first hooker was dead. This time I'm going to deliver it to you with through the Pokemart.
This time we're going to put a straw in the box.
Okay, so her origins is originally a serial killer who killed people to spare them from being victims of Jeff the Killer.
What? What?
Kind of a Dr. Sleep situation, if you know what I mean.
I have no idea what Dr. Sleep is.
It's not even the correct situation. Dr. Sleep is a sequel to fucking what's the one Stephen King movie? The Shining. Because it follows the kid from The Shining. I can't remember his name. But yeah, in the future, she had been revised to be a more heroic character of, instead of murdering people. Oh wait, what the fuck? Yep. 2006. Both of her parents were Flaffy were brutally murdered by Jeff the Killer. What else? She has to start working super hard to earn extra money to support herself and her sister. Government chooses Jane after 25 failed attempts. The test subjects died to hopefully be the one person to survive an injection of liquid hate. Liquid hate. What the fuck am I reading?
This is so bad.
All right, we do have a shoulder. I forgot about that. Okay, so basically, to help support herself and her sister, Jane became a part of this fucking like scientific thing to test liquid hate. She survived the injection. Her peach skin color turned pale white, and her hair became black along with her eyes. Now Jane has decided to use her newfound abilities to dedicate herself to capturing and taking the life of the man who ruined hers, Jeff the Killer. Jesus Christ.
You know, the sad part is,
What?
that's a similar plot to fucking Wolverine. X-Men or just Wolverine.
Contrary to popular belief, Jane Arkansas, the story about a teenage girl who got burned and attended the same school as Jeff, is not the original Jane the Killer or the canon version. What the fuck? Jane is a lesbian married to a woman named Mary Vaghen. I don't know how to pronounce it. It is literally impossible for her to have a romantic attraction to Jeff, which she wouldn't have anyway because he is a serial killer who murdered her parents and ruined her life.
Is that like actually listed on there?
I'm looking at the trivia stuff right now. At the time of the story, Jeff the Killer was on the FBI's most wanted list when he killed Jane's parents. The LAPD attempted to track him down to no avail, so they turned to the FBI for help, who requested the assistance of the CIA. The CIA sought for the creation of... I'm sorry,
This is the real creepypasta D-floor, guys.
So you were trying to capture Jeff the Killer, who was on FBI's... So the LAPD could not catch Jeff the Killer, so they went to the FBI, and they were like, hey, let's talk to the CIA, and the CIA is like, hey, you know what we need to do? We need to figure out how to make this liquid hate work, and then create an anti-killer with it. Jesus Christ.
So why is she called Jane the Killer?
Because that's her name, Jane, and she's a killer.
Why does she kill people?
She kills people. Well, okay, in the original canon, she kills people to keep them from suffering the fate of dying to Jeff the Killer.
That's dumb.
I know it's dumb. Sorry, I'm still looking at all this. Holy shit. Jane is not a threat. While she might have experienced homicidal urges during the first 90 seconds of her transformation, she eventually calmed down and is currently a snarky, ruthless, yet kind-hearted person who is willing to rid the world of evil. However, due to her ability, she can be violent and wrathful if irritated. I am losing my fucking mind. Let's keep reading Jeff the Killer lore, I guess.
Of course. I literally can't go up that way, okay.
Why can't we go this way?
Because we can't jump up ledges.
I know that, but is there like a story? I mean, did you just go the wrong... Is there like a story beat that we're missing? Alright, let's read some Jeffrey the Killer,
Okay, so if
trivia.
Jane hasn't killed anyone, why is she named Jane the Killer?
I don't fucking know. Because it's supposed to be Fem Jeff. The original creator of Jeff the Killer is Sasuru. The Jeff the Killer creepypasta story was written by Game Fuel TV. It is still unknown when the story was first originally published, the earliest possible known date being November 21st, 2011.
Holy shit.
What's up? Holy God balls.
We're oh, it's only level 20. Okay, I was gonna be like, we're in the late game, really.
Despite being one of the most famous creepypastas, Jeff's original story was removed from the creepypasta wiki for failing quality standards. However, the remake of the creepypasta remains on the wiki. I don't really know what the standards of the Creepypasta Wiki are. A reboot of Jeff the Killer, written by K. Banning Keelam, is available on the Chilling Tales for Dark Nights YouTube channel. Oh no, this is a deep cut. Jeff has been criticized as one of the worst creepypastas of all time, despite his huge following and being a major birth icon for creepypastas and internet horror. I don't think birth icon is the correct wording for it. Just
now draw
icon.
her giving birth.
Jeff is also very notorious for having multiple fan adaptations, fan fictions, and most famously, copycats, being a vulnerable target for other killers to make it into the spotlight. Jeff is also very popular due to the many fangirls he has, being a main inspiration for other copycat stories. I'm sorry, I want to fuck normal people for once. I could not imagine wanting to fuck Jeff the Killer.
You want to fuck normal people?
Shut the fuck up. He is 13 years old in the original story, however, it is unknown if Jeff is older or younger than his brother Lee. Jeff is a featured character in the creepypasta comic, I Eat Pasta for Breakfast. Jeff is often referenced as a Joker ripoff, mostly resembling Heath Ledger's Joker from the 2008 superhero film, The Dark Knight. Some fans have made video games based on Jeff the Killer. Most of them, if not all of them, are very poorly made. Check out John Wolfe's video if anybody wants to see a good example of them. Jeff the Killer has zero connection to anything outside of his own singular story, and any other creepypastas that feature Jeff the Killer are merely works of fan fiction, i.e. Jane the Killer, Nina the Killer, Slenderman, Homicidal Lee, etc. Because Jeff the Killer is a copyrighted character belonging to Cesar, who used Jeff in only one singular story, any productions that are released without the permission of Cesar are non-canon. Okay, now I need to look up Homicidal Lee. Or I don't know how that's pronounced. Chris, how would you pronounce L-I-U? Lou?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Is Homicidal Lou just fucking soft, like soft Jeff the Killer? The story of Homicidal Lou is an alternative universe version of the character of Lou Woods from popular 2011 creepypasta story Jeff the Killer. Let's see, fight off bullies. He was the one to speak up to Jeff. Let's see, look too bad, and it was basically Jeff's only friend when they moved into the new neighborhood. Lou's fate is not outright set either. The story ends with Jeff telling Lou to go to sleep after gutting their parents. Many fans have theorized that Lou suffered the same fate. Some have thought Jeff really did just let his brother fall asleep and leave, and then the third idea is that Jeff spared his brother in the end, or Lou miraculously lived. The DeviantArt user, Vampire Note 13, took the idea of Lou living and evolved the character in something else. Lou Woods has brown hair, assuming genetics of brown hair being dominant, and Jeff in the story having brown hair. Green eyes and multiple scars from living through a horrifying experience of his brother attempting to gut him. Pulling out his intestines and such. He did try to fight back and choke his brother with a rosary until it broke. Because, you know, small children are known for falling asleep with rosaries in their bed.
Of course.
Billy and his mother heard screaming from their house next door and come to his rescue after Jeff. Oh, are you fighting it already?
Apparently not.
Billy and his mother heard screaming from their house next door and come to Lou's rescue after Jeff has abandoned his victim. He almost died in the hospital, but pulled through. It was when a nurse happened to be talking about what his brother had done to him, referring to Jeff as a monster, that Lou snapped and stabbed her over and over until she died, his first victim.
Of fucking course.
Oh, hey, we can. Anyway, I'm going to keep reading about Lou, the hospital Lou. He fled the hospital to the house. What?
Thunderwave.
Thunderwave. He fled the hospital to the house, grabbed only a few belongings, burned the rest, and then left the state. Once he had blood on his hands, Lou couldn't turn back, but despite the horrifying events, Lou still cares deeply about his younger brother, and forgave him in the end because he experienced firsthand the will to kill. Because, you know...
It's genetic, apparently.
Jesus Christ. I mean, I will admit...
Unless you get injected with liquid, hey?
It was bad tableside manners for the nurse to be like, yeah, your brother fucking tried to murder you and he's a monster. On the other hand, Lou's killings may also be influenced by Sully, a dark-eyed psychopathic personality he developed after the night Jeff tried to kill him to cope with the traumatic events.
This is so bad.
Sully claims to have disowned Jeff as a brother and hates signs he may still care for Jeff in some way. Sully fears Jeff at times, especially the events of that night. He is defensive and childish at times, even though he's acting older than it. Sully claims to only be 7 years old, a reference to how long it's been since personality developed. I don't think that's how split personalities work.
That's how it works in this world.
I guess.
We only have 3 Pokeballs.
Are we really going to try and catch it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, it should be pretty easy to catch. It's still just a Gyarados. I remember catching this thing in the first run. What is going to happen if we catch this? Because I've never... Yep, there we go.
What do you want to name it?
Jeff the Killer.
Okay. No, wait, we need to name Lou.
Lou the Killer.
Because it was driven mad.
Yes, it was driven mad by the Jeff the Killer
so
team.
It's,
no, it's Liu. He holds some consideration and feelings for Lou himself since they share a body and he refrains from killing anyone Lou cares about due to not wanting to make Lou depressed.
Who's called us?
Let's see. Okay, here's the facts. Homicide Lou was created by Vampire Note 13 and has a now defunct ass blog on Tumblr. Oh my god. While Jeff was attacking him, Lou did actually try to fight back and even managed to choke his brother with a rosary until it broke. Despite what many fans believe, Lou actually has no intention of killing his brother. Lou has forgiven Jeff for trying to kill him, even though previously stated he said that he disowned his brother. Lou doesn't have a crush on Jane the Killer. In fact, he doesn't think highly of her at all. Unlike Jeff, Lou has no signature catchphrase. I can think of
catchphrases now.
Well, no, you see, Jeff the Killer has "Don't go to sleep" as his catchphrase. Okay, hang on. Let's look up Slender Man. Let's look up some trivia for Slender Man.
Slender Man, like, sucked Lou's dick in 5.
Slender Man creepy pasta wiki. I don't know. Not to sound nasty, but a lot of my favorite Slash pairing back in high school was Jeff the Killer x Slender Man.
Was it the tentacles?
It was the tentacles, yeah. Oh my god. Okay. Occupation, Tulpa, Pulsibly. Okay. Slenderman is not a Tulpa. He is an Eldritch. Oh no, not a Fender. Oh god, I remember him.
Fender Man?
So his actual full name is Sexual Offender Man.
God damn
it. Oh my god. So apparently at some point there were, you know how like people make different versions, like you know how there's different versions of Sans?
Uh-huh.
That kind of happened to Slender Man, where there's like Slender Man proper, Dapper Man, who is like a dapper version of Slender Man, Sexual Offender Man, who is a sexy version of Slender Man, and also a sex offender, and then Trenderman.
I remember there was Gender Man. Well, he was just gay.
Oh, there was Trenderman, who was a trendier version of Slenderman, and Splenderman, who was a happy version of Slenderman. Facts. As of now, there have been no ways as to defeating or getting rid of Slenderman in canon so far. On June 8th, 2009, a Paranormal Pictures Photoshop contest. What's up?
Gyarados.
Oh, gyarados. A Paranormal Pictures Photoshop contest was launched on the Something Awful forums. The contest required participants to turn ordinary photographs into creepy-looking images through digital manipulation and then pass them on as an authentic photograph on a number of paranormal forums. Something Awful users soon began sharing this Fox Paranormal creation with layered images of ghosts and other anomalies, usually accompanied by a fabricated witness account to make them more convincing. On June 10th, SA user Victor Surge, nope, not going to dox him, posted 2 black and white photographs of unnamed children with a short description of Slenderman as a mysterious creature who stalked children. On June 11th, 2009, Victor Surge continued to improve upon this myth by adding another picture and a fake doctor's account. Slenderman has received a live-action film of him that was on August 10th, 2018, being portrayed by actor Javier Boet, written by Victor Surge and produced by Screen Gems. This is a fact about the 2 girls who tried to stab another friend of theirs to please Slenderman. I'm not going to read about that. Slenderman is immortal. He cannot be killed through any means, and there is presumably no way to get him to leave you alone. No exorcism can get him to leave, and even if he does decide to leave, he can still get his proxies to carry out his work. Without a doubt, he is one of the most dangerous creepypasta characters of all time. A photo released in November 7th, 2009, revealed that Slenderman does not have a face. It was published in the creator Victor Surge's DeviantArt. I forgot about his fucking proxies. What are those about?
Are they clones or some shit?
Anyway, do you want me to read about Offender Man?
No.
Let's do Eyeless Jack. I wonder if he's eyeless.
No, it's Billy Eyeless.
Oh man, do you want to know what Eyeless Jack's one of his powers is?
Seeing Billy Eyeless.
No, he can see with presumably no eye.
Okay then.
Eyeless Jack is the titular main antagonist of the creepypasta story of the same name. Jack is a man-eating, enigmatic serial killer with cravings for human organs.
There's so many fucking serial killers.
So many fucking what?
Serial killers.
I mean, serial killers are scary.
To you, maybe.
Well, no, like, it's... What's the word? I do legitimately... When I was younger, when BTK came back, I was kind of terrified of that. Even though we lived in a location where he did not frequent.
I forgot about BTK.
Yeah, no, BTK was a very... Like... I think the only problem with like creepy pasta serial killers is that they're kind of like too over the top. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like serial killers wouldn't be doing what these like what these creepypasta serial killers would be doing. That's weird.
What?
So I'm reading the Eyeless Jack like origin story, but it's just the what's it called? It's just the Rake story, basically. You know about the Rake, right?
Not really.
Scary eldritch monster likes to eat kidneys.
Okay then.
Wait. Okay, that's also another faux pas. So after confronting Eilish Jack, one of the brothers, Mitch, escapes and flees into the woods with a camera, where he trips and is knocked unconscious. When he awakens, he's in the hospital, and it's revealed that his brother Edwin had been killed the previous night. His parents drive him to the house to collect his belongings. When he enters, Mitch sees Edwin's corpse and a small object lying next to it. He observes it to find that it is his kidney with a bite taken out of it, covered in a black substance. Okay, so
Why would his parents take him back to the...
okay, well, no, that's why would the corpse still be there?
Yeah.
Like, are we going off the fact that Eilish Jack took his corpse when he left the house, and he like brought it back to taunt him? The image of it. Okay. Stay alive. Oh, it was never explained. It is unknown if Jack eats any other human organs other than kidneys. Some believe that it could be true. In various fan works, the Seed Eater is depicted to be his companion or pet. I have no idea what the Seed Eater is. Eilish Jack has no signature catchphrase or quote. Are you sure it's not just like, hey, it's Eilish Jack?
I'm gonna eat your kidneys.
I want some Frank's Red Hot with your kidneys. Some people like to claim that Jack is simply a demonic entity from another world who feeds in order to survive or just to simply keep him fed. But regardless, Jack's origins will probably still remain a mystery. It is unknown what Jack's gender truly is behind the mask, although he is always seen as male. That means his gender is probably male. Eilish Jack is considered to be one of the most popular mainstream creepypasta characters, along with Jeff the Killer, Slender Man, Laughing Jack, and Smile Dog. Once again, Eilish Jack's story is just the rake. What the fuck?
Now you're gonna give us trivia about the rake.
Oh, tragically, the author of Eilish Jack had the story removed from the Creepypasta Wiki after Jeff the Killer met his downfall, admitting to being ashamed of his creation despite its huge following. Well, I don't think people should be ashamed of the things that they created. I think...
Are you proud of the fan fiction you created when you were 13?
I mean, I'm not super proud of it. I was so not proud of it that when I remembered that I did in fact have a fanfic.net account still up a couple years back, I re-logged back in and went through all the rigmarole to log back in, you know. It's like, hey, you haven't logged back in for a long time. How do we know it's you? And just like email after email trying to get back in to simply just delete everything because I was a cringy furry in high school.
So yeah,
I'm also still a cringy furry in high school. But like, if it's not me like pointing out like the flaws in the story, some of these stories were actually kind of interesting. And it makes kind of good, you know, like horror stuff. Is it kind of bad now that you think about it? Like, you know, you're out of your high school phase, of course, but you shouldn't be ashamed of something that you created and you actually put like some time and effort into it and you enjoyed it.
This house better
Anyway.
have something good. This house better have something good in it.
Probably not. Anyway, how about we talk about Laughing Jack now?
Wait, wasn't there just a Smile Jack earlier? Eilish Jack was the name. Why are there so many like Jack, Jeff, Jane?
I don't know. I don't know what's scary about the letter J.
Because it stands for Joker.
Okay, so Laughing Jack is apparently a demonic clown. He is the titular main antagonist of the creepypasta story of the same name. He's a sadistic clown killer clown who was originally an imaginary friend to a little boy. That is until the boy forgot about him. Followed his story through being made, forgotten, and becoming a sadistic killer clown who now seeks to murder young children.
Of course he's a clown.
What in the fresh hell? Created by a guardian angel, Laughing Jack was initially a colorful jack-in-the-box clown whose personality reflected the personality of his owners. He was later sent as a Christmas present to a lonely boy named Isaac Grossman in the 1800s. Isaac then abandoned Laughing Jack after being sent to boarding school. Laughing Jack grew monochrome and emotionless as a result of his isolation. Meanwhile, Isaac grew up to become a cold-hearted serial killer who kidnapped, tortured, and murdered several innocent neighborhood residents. Although horrified at first, Laughing Jack's personality soon emulated Isaac's evil personality. One day, Laughing Jack was accidentally released, and he appeared to be a taller, darker, and demonic version of himself. Relentless of his traitorous odor, he tortured and killed Isaac with the same weapons he used on his victims. This just sounds like the one Powerpuff Girls episode where all the color gets fucked out of the city, except more weird. As time passed, Laughing Jack visited several other children, and most of them lonely or neglected, and pretended to be their imaginary friend. However, he would eventually torture and kill them all, with their souls trapped into the nightmarish realm of an abandoned fairground. To make matters worse, the song "Pop Goes the Weasel" plays in the playground, forever tormenting them.
Okay, then.
Okay, so this is the story that I'm familiar with for Laughing Jack. I am not familiar with the Guardian Angel story. In an unspecified year in a modern era, visits a lonely suburban 5-year-old boy named James, under the guise of an imaginary friend. James told his mother, but she dismissed it as a phase. One night, his mother has a nightmare witnessing the souls of Laughing Jack's past victims in an abandoned fairground. The next day, Laughing Jack places James' action figures on top of his mom's nightstand, presumably as a way to taunt her. She questions James, but he simply tells her the truth, much to her disbelief. Later, James receives a handful of candy from Laughing Jack in the garden. His mother noticed this and demands him to tell her how he got it. James again tells her the truth, but she assumes that one of the next-door neighbors gave him the candy. Laughing Jack eventually kills Fido, the family dog. Hangs its body. I needed to keep reading because that was a fucking... hangs his body on the kitchen light fixture and trashes the rest of the kitchen. He also guts its stomach open and replaces it with candy. The mother witnesses this and takes his son next door, where she calls the police. The police dismiss it as a robbery because you know what robbers do: gut the family dog and fill it with candy. But the mother refuses their assertions, claiming that all doors were locked and none of the windows were open during the incident. She presumes that whoever did this was already inside the house prior to the incident. They both return home, and the mother decides to check on her son via a baby monitor. The mother hears a soft moan and enters James' room, where she sees her son nailed on the wall, disemboweled with his eyes gouged out, and tongue and teeth removed. We are probably going to need a content warning for this episode.
Pokemon.
Pokemon. She also sees Laughing Jack in his true monstrous form, who sadistically cackles at the sight of his work. Having enough, the mother grabs a knife and tries to kill Laughing Jack, but he simply vanishes in a black cloud. This distracted the mother, causing her to actually accidentally plunge her knife into James's beating heart instead. I would like to iterate from being tortured so much, I don't know. I would also like to iterate, when I read this story, it was also very much specified that his beating heart was still out. It was like fully out. I don't know how that works. Killing him instantly. The police arrest her and send her to the Ficeros house for the criminally insane. She claims that being institutionalized is not that bad, despite noting that nobody that somebody, presumably Laughing Jack, keeps playing Pop Goes the Weasel outside her room. Let's see, Laughing Jack was created by Steve Atkins' Snuff Bomb, and he appears in the stories Laughing Jack and the Origins of Laughing Jack. I don't know why everything needs an origin story, you know what I mean?
Origin story.
It is unknown just what the creature of Laughing Jack is, with popular suggestions being a demon or even a demigod. Although he started off as normal, imaginary friends, eliminating those two options. Since he's imaginary, he is ageless. Laughing Jack is like a ragdoll and has no internal genitalia. His chest is filled with stuffing and his costume is part of his body. Jack slowly targets young children as his victims. He is extremely dangerous. Laughing Jack is a vile, twisted, and sick creature who both kills children and breaks their parents' minds. He is a monster that is fully capable of mutilating and violently murdering anybody that is deemed as worthy to be his friend. What the fuck, Richard? Can we go back to, like, simple stories, like Who Was Phone?
I don't even know anymore.
Okay, I need to look up who the fuck Nina the Killer is. Oh no, is she like a fucking
daughter or some shit?
Oh god, I hope not. Oh no, she was originally a normal fangirl of Jeff the Killer, but turned into an insane and remorseless serial killer after one horrible day at school. Wait. The original public, any attempt to bring up cuts such. And yes, the story has been changed to fit the story found in links given in the facts section. What the fuck?
Oh, there's Lance.
Huh?
There's Lance.
Oh no. That red Gyarados wasn't acting right. As I feared, somebody must have forced it to evolve. It was Jeff the Killer. Did you come here because of the wild tales? Hey you, I'm Lance the Trainer like you. I heard some rumbling, so I came to investigate. I saw the way you battled earlier, hey you. I can tell that you're a trainer with considerable skill. If you don't mind, could you help me investigate? Sure. Excellent. It seems that the Lake of Rage Magikarp are being forced to evolve. A mysterious radio broadcast coming from Mahogany is the case. I'll be waiting for you, hey you.
Okay.
Achoo.
And with that, I think we're going to call it because I really have to use the bathroom because I feel like I'm about to vomit.
And it's also 2 a.m.
Exactly.
Bye, all you
Bye,
creepy
guys.
pasta
Get out of my
sluts.
pals. Sorry.